To cover a topic that I get a ton of questions on. I'm always getting questions from Agile coaches who want to know, above and beyond the certification and the knowledge, what else do I need to do to stand out, either to get hired or to get going or to really build my brand at an organization. So today we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Dawn Nicole McElwain, and if this is your first time here, welcome to this channel where we talk about all things acing your Agile career. And if you've already joined us before, then welcome back. You know how we do it. We talk about acing your Agile career from beginning to winning. And today, I'm going to tackle a question that I get from a ton of coaches. And by the way, a topic that you want me to tackle on the Acing Your Career Agile channel, then let me know. So let's jump into the 5 traits that companies look for in an Agile coach. The first one is going to be kind of obvious. Number 1, of course, they want to see you demonstrate a knowledge of Agile, right? Agile ways of working, Agile principles, Agile values. So the first thing, obviously, is demonstrate that. I know when I'm looking at resumes or when I'm looking to partner with senior coaches or other coaches of any sort, I'm very curious to see what certifications they have. Don't worry. I don't put that much weight into certifications. They are important. I do want to see them there, but there are other things that we care about that we'll get into in just a second. However, if you're just starting, there is love for those just starting out. You just have to show that you're strong in some other areas, and people will feel good about giving you a chance, right? Because everyone needs to start. So again, number 1 is knowledge of the Agile ways of working, and you want to demonstrate that. Talk about your knowledge of the Agile ways of working. Talk about what it was like when you just joined an organization that was new to Agile, or if you joined an organization that was already existing in Agile, what was that like for you? How did you acclimate? How did you get on board? And how did you help them embrace Agile ways of working? So number 2, the personal embodiment of the Agile principles and values. Yes, I'm going to talk about that here because I cannot tell you. Listen, this is pet peeve. I can't tell you how many coaches that I coach and support and work with, in some cases, not all, who, like me, we're teaching it, we're helping others embrace it, but we ourselves sometimes forget to be agile in how we think and behave. We're not as flexible as we should be as coaches, and this is important. So if you're being interviewed by an employer or if you're looking to work with an independent client, make sure you demonstrate how you yourself personify those Agile values and principles and give some examples that are relevant, okay? So that's number 2. We're looking for you to be flexible yourself and Agile yourself. Number 3, your rapport with people and your ability to really relate. And that comes across at the interview. So when you are being interviewed, the interviewer is listening and watching for those visual cues, especially if it's a virtual interview. They are looking and listening to the visual cues that you give. Are you building a rapport? Are you saying subtle things? Are you trying to relate? Basically, we're looking for that because that is the behavior we want you to emulate on a team. Number 4, the ability to listen and lean in. Let me tell you a trick question that I sometimes do, and it's not meant to be like malicious, but this allows me to see how well the person listens. Sometimes when I'm interviewing, I might be very specific and say, could we start at current day employer? Let's talk about what you're doing today, right? I'm being very specific if I ask for that. Sometimes you have people who say, well, let me tell you where I started. Let me go the other way. And while that's fine, because we have free will to take the autonomy to do it our way, sometimes listening is important. There might be rhyme and reason to why I'd like to start with the current state, because I actually have some specific questions around current state, and then I like to go backwards. But I want you to know that listening and leaning in, really leaning in, shows that you're engaged, you're involved, you're like listening in. So that's going to be important. They're watching your body language. They're watching how you listen and how you respond. Okay. So that's going to be important because that tells us a lot around how you will be on a team. And then finally, oh, this one is big, your ability to operate off cue, off script. Let me talk about this for a second. There are sometimes Agile coaches who are so by the book, they're so by the framework that they only know how to do what they are told. But a really key trait to Agile coaching is thinking out of the box, your ability to create, to pivot off script, to show that you can innovate and create a different strategy that you didn't plan for. This is part of Agile as well, right? Sometimes when a technique that you used 1,000 times isn't working, it is time to create a different strategy, and you'll have to also be creative in some ways. And I don't mean creative like playing the flute, right? Or painting a mural. I just mean creative and innovative in your approach. You got to be able to have that little bit of tenacity. This goes a long way as a coach, and it will do you justice. So again, these are the 5 key traits that employers, clients, companies are looking for when working with a rock star coach. Again, of course, knowledge of Agile ways of working and your ability to demonstrate those results, but also personally embodying Agile principles and values. Number 3, your ability to build a rapport and relatability with the person you're speaking with first, an ability to listen and lean in, and an ability to operate off script. These are all things that we cover in the Acing Your Agile Career book, From Beginning to Winning, where we help Scrum Masters, Agile coaches, and independent Agile consultants to start, stand out, and succeed in their Agile careers. So if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear what things you feel that you're already acing. It's great for me to hear that. Like, subscribe, share too, right? And until next time, this is Dawn Nicole giving you real advice as a real practitioner in my real office. As always, keep it real and continue to ace that Agile career.